A large data set question to end proceedings. These are not my greatest strength, I've got to be honest. The start's quite nice though. For each diagram, use a single word to describe the kind of correlation. So we've got proportion aged 25 to 45 against proportion aged 0 to 4 living in local authorities, and then 16 above to 0 to 4. Okay, let's take a look at the graphs. This one has a positive gradient. It's going to be a positive correlation. It's only asking for a single word, so I don't need to say the strength or anything like that. And the other one with a negative gradient. So, by the way, positive means as the number of the proportion of aged 0 to 4 increases, the proportion aged 25 to 44 will also increase. Whereas for age 60, as that one increases, the proportion of aged 0 to 4 decreases. That's really our definition. In part B, we're asked for each diagram suggest a reason in context why the correlation is the particular kind that we've described. Why do we have positive correlation here and negative here? I always struggle with these, especially just for 2 marks. You've got to hit some key points. I wrote a load of stuff. I said for figure 1, 25 to 44-year-olds are more likely to have children than other age groups. So you would expect a higher proportion of 25 to 44-year-olds to give a higher proportion of 0 to 4-year-olds. Pretty sure that's good, although quite long. The answers, write something a bit more succinct. They just say 25 to 44-year-olds tend to have children, not necessarily that tend to have children, or more like. I still think more likely to have children is quite a good thing to say. So proportion is directly related, and or is positive. Then for the other one, negative, I said for figure 2, a high proportion of 60 plus people will mean a lower proportion of families with young children, and hence less or a lower proportion of young children overall, which, yeah, this is what the answers say here. I still think it's good to refer back to the 0 to 4 because that's actually what we're talking about, and it's only because they have a positive correlation that that if the number of 25 to 44-year-olds goes down, then so will 0 to 4. We're then told that figure 3 is the same as figure 2, but with the point A marked. And then figure 4 shows information about the same local authorities as 2 and 3, but this time we don't have the proportion aged 16 above, we actually have the number. Now, there's positive correlation here, but that's sort of saying, the bigger the city, the more people you're going to get of every age group. That's really all this is saying. The question says, so point A in figure 3 and point B in figure 4 represent the same local authority. Explain how you can tell that this local authority has a large population. So I wrote down that the local authority has a large number of 0 to 4-year-olds, but its proportion is similar to quite a lot of other local authorities. I know it's at the upper end, but it's not like off the scale or anything. And therefore, the local authority must have a large population. That was my best attempt at it. The answers say, yeah, this local authority has a similar number of greater than 60s to many other local authorities, but these represent by far the lowest proportion of its population. So it kind of links in to the 60s. The result being, therefore, that the local authority must have a large population. The second thing they say is very similar to what I said. So this local authority has a large number of 0 to 4s, but its proportion 0 to 4s is similar, hence it must have a large number in total. All right, that's it. Well done with this question.